All right, hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Salesforce Makes Sense. And in this specific video tutorial, we'll talk about how can you actually migrate your existing processes and workflows to Flow. Now, the reason being, as you already know that workflow rules and process builders are deprecated. No more updates are going to happen there. But a lot of Salesforce projects are currently built on automation using these two frameworks, right? So there should be a mechanism for us to migrate that into flows, the new automation tool. So let's take a look at what Salesforce provides out of the box from the platform offering to migrate things to flow. So for example, I am on my Salesforce org here, right? And if I go to process builders, I'll be able to see that, under process builder, I have some processes created as part of my Salesforce project. Now, what do I do with those? They continue to perform and work, but there will come a time when they might get deprecated, right? They might not work. So it's better to migrate all these automations to flows, right? So that the functionality is not impacted and we are using the latest automation tool to track and basically, do things. So these are the flows that I have. Now, every time I'm sorry, these are the process builders that I have. Similarly, I might have some workflow rules as well. So anything that's record triggered, right? Anything that's, auto launched kind of record triggered flows can be migrated. And if you notice, whenever you open process builders or workflow rules, you start seeing this orange icon on the top, orange prompt, not an icon. And this tells you that you can either try Flow Builder instead of creating a new process here, or you can use the Migrate to Flow tool, which is the platform offering to convert one of your processes into flows. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll say use migrate to flow tool. So let's see what is it capable of doing. Okay, I just want to quickly show you that. So you might have projects where you are working as a developer or an administrator or an engineer or a consultant, and you might have an activity lined up for your tech debt, and you might want to migrate your processes to flows, right? So in that case, the first thing you should go for is the migrate to flow tool, and then anything that is not possible to migrate out of the box, you might have to create a new flow altogether by referring and by looking at the workflow rules or the process builders, right? That would be your way of working. So here, if you notice, as soon as I click on the migrate to flow button, it opens up this pop-up page and shows me all the rules and processes that are currently active or inactive, and which one do I want to select to migrate to flow. Okay, so if you notice, the resulting flow here is currently empty and I can see the status. So let's say I'm looking at all the statuses and I want to migrate this particular workflow rule to a flow. So I simply choose this here and I say migrate to flow. All right, so it automatically takes up the work of migrating my workflow rule into a flow. This becomes an auto launched flow and stays inactive until you activate it. So if you are comfortable with what Salesforce has done automatically, you can just test it out using this test link. And then once you're comfortable, you can just switch the activation. What this button will do is this will automatically deactivate your workflow rule and activate your flow. Okay, so I'll simply say switch activations, and this is now active. So my auto launch flow is active. And if I want to take a look at this flow, I can see what has been done. So let's close this here and let's refresh this page. So you'll now start to see that update leave status, which was previously active, will be marked inactive, and I'll be able to see a resulting flow. So let's refresh. And let's see what Salesforce has done automatically just by a button click. Okay, so if you notice, the update leave status flow is here and my workflow is currently inactive. So my previous automation is inactivated, but I got a new flow. Let's take a look at this flow and what has Salesforce done. Okay, let's say open. So if you notice, this is the update leave status flow, and it is a record triggered flow on the leave application. Now, whenever a record is created, it is trying to update the record, and it is simply doing a before save update so that it is updating the same leave application and it is setting one field as pending. This is pretty much the functionality that the workflow rule was doing. It has been migrated to a flow automatically, right? So this is how you can use your migration tool to migrate your flows. Now you might ask, Himanshu, do we want to migrate inactive ones? No, you can simply delete them or deactivate and delete them, right? Because if they are inactive, that means you might not be using it for fulfilling your business requirements. So no need of activating it or switching activation or converting them. No sense. That would lead to additional flows maintenance, but that's not needed, right? It's inactive. So you can simply delete them from your process builder list or your workflow rule list, right? Then you might ask, Himanshu, like, what if I want to club multiple workflow rules into one because flows are powerful, right? So in that case, you might not want to take this migrate to flow tool because this will result in one flow per record here. Okay, instead what you can do is you can club based on the object. You can see, okay, on contact I have two processes, so let me just take a look at the process and try to convert it into a flow myself. So I'll create a flow because now we have the understanding of how to create flows. We can actually work and try to create that on our own, test it and then activate it. And once that is activated, if the workflows or processes were activated, we can deactivate them and test the flow, okay, by using the debug tool and then actually testing it with a live data. All right, so that's how you would go about it. This was all about the migrate to flow tool. This is something that the platform provides out of the box, and this will be here until you have any workflow rule or process builder created in your system that needs migration. Okay, now you might ask one more question, Himanshu. Can a flow be converted into, can a process or a workflow be converted into a screen flow? No, that should not be possible, right? Because how would you provide a screen? Because workflow rules and process builders both run behind the scenes. There were no user input screens on them to start with. So how can you create a screen flow? So your flows will always be record triggered auto launched flows, similar to how the processes work, right? So they will always be record triggered flows, which will run whenever a event is occurring. All right, great. That was all about the migrate to flow section. Let's jump into the next topic.